But they, measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves amongst themselves, are not wise. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 12. Be wise, don't compare. Jesus said, 2 men went up to the temple to pray, one a Pharisee, the other a tax collector. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, God, I thank you that I am not like other men, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this tax collector. I fast twice a week, I give tithes of all that I possess. And the tax collector, standing afar off, would not so much as raise his eyes to heaven, but beat his breast, saying, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. Luke chapter 18, verses 10 through 14. Whereas the Pharisee thought of himself as the best dressed man in town, God saw his garments of self-righteousness as filthy rags and rejected him. In Isiah chapter 64, verse 6. An unknown poet wrote, I dreamed death came the other night, and heaven's gates swung wide. With kindly grace an angel ushered me inside, and there to my astonishment stood folks I've known on earth. I judged and labeled as unfit or of little worth. Indignant words rose to my lips, but never were set free. For every face showed stunned surprise. No one expected me. We're all saved by grace, not works. Titus chapter 3, verse 5. We don't get to heaven based on our performance, but on God's performance on the cross. That being true, don't try to lift yourself up by putting someone else down. Don't assume that you have the right to judge their character, heart motives, or spirituality. When you do that, the Bible says you are not wise.